Have you ever sat down to draw your manga and then stopped halfway thinking,
This is terrible.
Maybe I'm just not cut out for this.
and you know what? It's natural to have moments of doubt, no matter what level you're at. But that doesn't mean you should give up. Every masterpiece you've ever read, One Piece, Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball, all began the same way, with failure. What most manga fans don't see are the dozens of rejected manuscripts, the countless redrawn pages, and the moments when even the greatest mangaka nearly gave up. But here's the good news. Failure isn't a dead end. It's the doorway to growth, and you don't have to walk through it alone. Over the last 3 years, we've helped over 400 beginner mangakas create and finish their own manga with the guidance of pro-Japanese mangakas and a pro-manga editor. Here's a secret. It's not the technical skills that's the biggest problem. It's your insecurities, fear of failure, and sense of perfectionism that's really holding you back. By the end of this video, you'll gain the right mindset to finally create your first manga, and we'll even reveal how you can get the chance to share your work with Japanese publishers. When you're starting out as a mangaka, failure feels like the enemy. But here's the truth. Failing is actually the first step. One of our pro-mangaka mentors, Nao Yazawa, put it best. She said,
Trying to become a mangaka is like learning how to ride a bicycle. You need scratches. You need to fall down.
And she's right. Nobody gets on a bike and rides perfectly on their first try. You wobble, you crash, you get bruises. But that's the only way you learn balance. It's the same with manga. Yazawa-sensei pointed out Akira Toriyama. Yes, the legend behind Dragon Ball, as an example. Today, he's known worldwide. But back then, he definitely struggled. Can you imagine he made 500 pages worth of manga drafts? And they were all rejected. Toriyama-sensei, one of the most iconic mangakas ever, kept being told,
This isn't good enough.
But he didn't stop. He kept drawing. He kept failing. And then finally, 3 years after his debut, one of his comedy one-shots, Dr. Slump, became his first big hit, selling millions of copies and even getting an anime. And that success opened the door to his next idea, Dragon Ball. Yazawa-sensei always reminds us,
You need many failures. Many famous manga artists had a lot of failures.
because here's the reality. Toriyama-sensei didn't just succeed out of nowhere. He succeeded because he failed, learned, and kept going. In Yazawa-sensei's view,
If you fail, you'll just disappear. Only capable people survive.
so don't think of failure as the end. Think of it as training wheels. Every time you fall, you're one step closer to balance. And maybe, just maybe, to creating your own Dragon Ball. If you want to make progress on your manga after years of struggling on your own, then come join our online one-shot manga drawing program. You can check out our website, learntodrawmanga.com, to find out what you learn, who you'll be working with, and what our students' experience have been like. And guess what? We're sending our best students on an all-expense-paid trip to Japan's biggest comic convention, where you'll get the opportunity to share your work directly with Japanese publishers. Even if you're starting from scratch, no story, no characters, we'll guide you through the entire process. So, if you're serious about making manga, then go to learntodrawmanga.com. The link is in the description. Talent is optional. Effort is not. Sure, every now and then, maybe a prodigy comes along. Someone like Hajime Isayama. His very first serialized work, Attack on Titan, exploded into a worldwide phenomenon. But let's get this straight. He's the exception, not the rule. He's considered a unicorn even among professionals in the manga industry because no one gets a hit on their first story idea. Still, Isayama Sensei didn't wake up one day and casually create one of the most popular manga of all time. Behind that breakout success was years of practice, rough drafts, and constant revision before he ever got published. That's why talent is optional, but effort is not. It reminds me of what Oikawa from Haikyuu said. Your potential doesn't matter because nothing will ever happen if you don't put in the work to make it bloom. Beginners like our student Jay struggled the same way. For 7 years, Jay chased manga the way many of us do. Tutorial rabbit holes, how-to books, starting, stopping, second-guessing. He told us he'd even distract himself.
I literally played Overwatch all day long, and I'm expecting my manga to come out next year.
No structure, no feedback, just that quiet thought plaguing their every attempt.
Maybe I'm not good enough.
Then, last year, he found our channel and joined our one-shot manga drawing program. He didn't get talented overnight. He got organized and consistent. 3 months after joining our program, Jay finally finished the storyboards for his first one-shot. Not just an idea, an actual readable plan with clear plot beats. After years of nothing, he suddenly finished a storyboard in just a few months. When we asked what changed, he didn't say it was talent. He said discipline, guidance, and consistency. After going through the course homework, anatomy stopped feeling impossible. Paneling started to click. Most importantly, he started to enjoy drawing again.
It really changed something. I felt my style was improving. I felt my flow was improving.
So remember, even if you weren't born a genius, effort, structure, and feedback can carry you further than raw talent ever will. Speaking of effort, that means you gotta practice, practice, practice to actually get good. I mean, it's good to dream big, to imagine yourself drawing epic manga spreads, fire-breathing dragons, or battle scenes that feel straight out of Bleach or Jujutsu Kaisen. But if you're someone with zero experience, here's the reality. Before you can get to that level, you need to start with boxes, spheres, and cylinders. Again, it's like learning how to ride a bike. You don't just hop on a bike and win a biking race on your first try. You start with training wheels. And in manga, those training wheels are the fundamentals: perspective, anatomy, paneling, and storytelling. And yes, it's going to feel frustrating. You'll make mistakes. Your lines will feel stiff. Your characters won't look the way you imagine. But that's normal. Every failed attempt is part of the process. That's what practice is for. Yazawa Sensei tells our students plainly,
If you think you are not talented, you need more. It's 1,000, 2,000. Many people didn't to failure.
that's the truth. Talent doesn't erase the grind. And when self-doubt starts creeping in, she reminds us.
If you have time for worry, you can do another one.
Because in the end, the only mangakas who make it are the ones who keep moving forward, who keep practicing. Like Yazawa Sensei says,
Only people, it's not give up, eventually win and get debut.
so remember, always find time to practice and build your skills. If you keep building those foundations, one box, one sphere, one page at a time, you'll be amazed at how far you can go. We know putting in so much work into something you're not even sure will pay off is scary. Heck, every single mangaka has been in your shoes. Even Oda or Toriyama weren't 100% sure they were gonna make it. No one ever is. All you can do is trust the process. And I don't know about you, but I'd feel better about going through that whole process with the guidance of professionals. I mean, what if you're not learning how to storyboard correctly? What if you're misunderstanding how paneling really works? What if you can't figure out how to make your manga more dynamic? Well, hundreds of our students have felt the same way, and that's why they joined our program. Now, this is your chance to work with pro-Japanese mangakas and a pro-manga editor. Plus, you could even get a chance to pitch to publishers in Japan. You'll be surrounded by a support system of coaches and aspiring mangakas just like you, so you'll never have to struggle alone. If you want to make sure you're going down the right path, just book a free manga consultation call with us today. The link is in the description. And if you want to find out how you can finally start making your own manga, we break down the full process in this video.